Hello everybody, welcome to the Speakeasy.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Jake.
We are the Dirt Road Men. Def Seth is here. Say hello.
You want to say hello?
Hello. You know,
It's not as bad.
I was about to say the same thing. I just tried it and I was like, this isn't as garbage as I remember the last time. We tried this the other day. Oh, we're here to do a whiskey review of Slipknot's No. 9 Reserve, which is the the better offering, I guess.
Ideally.
And when we tried it the other day, we didn't like it at all.
But, to be fair,
Mm-hmm.
we were also coming off the heels of like the Stag and Russell, or the Russells, I think.
Yeah. At least the
much better whiskey.
Yes. That said, I'm not as unimpressed with this as I thought I was. Anyway, you have stuff to tell them about this whiskey?
Yes, I do. Just a second. It is Cedar Ridge.
Yeah, they partnered with Cedar Ridge Distillery, which is out of where?
Iowa. And they apparently put Iowa whiskey on the map with their Slipknot stuff. And I'm like, I don't know about that, but okay.
Yeah, I knew Cedar Ridge before, and it was great, and
I tried this, and
it was
wasn't.
not.
So, it's a blend of 4-year-old bourbon and 4-year-old rye, both from Cedar Ridge. It's 60% bourbon, which the bourbon mash bill is 74% corn, 14% malted rye, and 12% malted barley, and then 40% rye whiskey, which is 51% rye, 34% malted barley, and 15% corn.
Both. So their rye is more barley heavy than corn heavy.
It is.
I would almost just like to try the rye.
Yeah, it's just barely a rye.
Yeah.
1% less rye, and it's not. Both the regular No. 9 and the No. 9 Reserve use the same blend percentage and the same mash bills on each one. It's just the regular No. 9 uses 3 to 4, and the No. 9 Reserve uses a minimum of 4. But that's really the difference.
Yeah. We only had the Reserve available to us when we found it. Now, I shit all over this up front, but I don't mean to as much as I did. What?
Clown is the one who blended it. I forget his real name.
I was talking to somebody about this whiskey, and his wife looked at me, looked at him and was like, Slipknot didn't do the whiskey, though. And he's like, well, they blended it, though. Like, they put it together.
Yeah.
And she just kind of looked at him like he was making shit up. They were involved in the process, and I do like that they were involved in the process. I like when they take the time to make it matter, to actually be involved.
Yeah.
McConaughey did that really well. Metallica, I'm not sure how involved they were. It sounded like their music played a lot, but not...
Yeah, I
Other
don't...
than that, it sounded like a lot of Dave Pickerel.
Yeah. Sorry. I was thinking of the other Dave guy, Froze in a band.
Oh,
Not Mustaine.
Dave Grohl?
There you go, Dave Grohl, not Dave Mustaine.
I mean, Dave Mustaine and Dave Grohl did both come from arguably more famous bands to their current band, which is still an amazing band on both counts.
I mean, Dave Mustaine did come from Metallica.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He went from Metallica to Megadeth. Dave Grohl came from Nirvana to Foo Fighters. Megadeth and Foo Fighters are great bands, but when you stack them up against the previous bands mentioned in those two chronologies, I'm sorry, but the test of time says...
Yeah. Sean Crahan. Yeah, he's Clown.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So he blended this perfectly 50-50, you said, between those two whiskeys?
No, it's 60-40. 60% bourbon.
Okay.
40% rye.
Okay.
And yeah, definitely coming back to this after the other day. It's a lot better.
My palate's cleaner. Probably helps that I just ate, so that I don't have a lot of fresh whiskey and all that. So,
It's not nearly as ethanol forward as before, and that's pleasant.
yeah, and I believe it's a 90 proof. 99 proof.
Nines. All nines.
Makes sense. How do I word this? It's very eucalyptus forward, and when I say eucalyptus forward, I don't just mean the regular eucalyptus note. I mean like Vicks Vapor Rub in your nose, or Vaporub Colombian broads snorting cocaine off their own chests. Whatever, man. Whatever gets you going.
You're gonna have to tag them in this.
Oh, I'm hoping at least he catches the video, because that joke was fun. Although I set it up and then another guy followed it up with a backup punch that really drove it home. Do you get any other notes on this though besides that?
I'm not getting a whole lot of nothing right now. I got a little bit of gas on my hand and
Oh,
my nose has been stuffy.
I can pick out like a sweet note, maybe honey, maybe caramel, maybe maple syrup, probably not maple syrup. Maybe honey or caramel. It's there, but it's very down low. And I don't love it on the nose. So on the tongue, there's not a lot there. It's a lot like it's a really rye forward bourbon. It reminds me a little bit of the Remus in flavor profile, except the Remus did it better.
Yes.
The finish is kind of dry. There's no specific flavor that hits me on the finish, and it just keeps going. I do still have that feeling like Vicks Vapor Rub is going through my sinuses, though. Nothing.
I had something, but I keep feeling like I'm about to sneeze, and it's throwing my whole thought off.
Yeah.
It's definitely an easy drinker. For being almost 50%, it's pretty smooth.
It is for that proof. Now, here's my thing. I could take this or leave this. I could never have this again. I wouldn't be upset. I'm not going to buy it based on the price I was given, but if offered, I might take it. What?
A sweet mint on the nose.
Mint. Okay. Yeah. I would give this a 5. It's right there with Henry McKenna for me. I could just take this or leave it for the rest of my life. It's a very mediocre output, especially compared to what I expected with it being from Cedar Ridge, which I suppose I might rate it a 6 if I really was going to try to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I was gonna say a 6. It's slightly more. I don't know how much it costs, but
It's close to. It was like $50.
solid 5 for that price. For just regular, like, if money's not going to be an issue, it doesn't matter whether it's $1 or $1 million. Don't spend $1 million on a bottle of whiskey, please. I'd say a 6. Just objectively.
Yeah, I'm trying to be objective without the price on the rating.
Yeah, I'd say a 6. It's.
I just give it a 5. I'm not going to purchase this again. It's like Henry McKenna. If I had to choose between Henry McKenna and maybe non-bourbon, and I was feeling a bourbon that day, I would probably drink Henry McKenna. But that's about it. And I don't know when I'm going to be feeling this, that I'm not going to have a bourbon handy.
Yeah, and keep in mind, if you're going to go ahead and base things off of price, you can get 2 handles of Jim Beam White Label for that price.
Or easily 2/5 of Wild Turkey 101. And have change over to almost make another one.
You can get a 1.75.
For less than this, yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying...
Oh.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I guess a 1.75 is more. So, for people that math, which ironically is actually something I'm really good at, but apparently not today. One might call it one of my fortes. Yeah, so 5.5 from us. I like Slipknot. I really wanted to like this whiskey. I also like Cedar Ridge. It just didn't match up for me.
If anybody from Slipknot happens to come across this, maybe take some of their just bourbon and then just blast your music at it like Metallica did. See what that does for like the next 6 months or something. Just straight out barrel of bourbon, see what happens.
Or, because I guess the guy affecting the process is Clown, mostly. Just try finishing the bourbon or the rye, or even this. Finish this in something. The next whiskey we're going to review is a blend of bourbon and rye, finished essentially after it's blended. And it's a very good whiskey, and this has all of the potential that does in it. I just think it needs more work. So,
Clown is a percussionist. Maybe he
beat
just...
that barrel like it owes you money.
Yes.
I've seen you beat a keg. I was like 15 feet from you at my first concert ever, so. But anyway, till we see you again, I'm Zach.
I'm Jake.
We are the Dirt Road Men.
If you like this video, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, drop us a comment, and check out our Facebook page for daily updates.